going out there, everybody? This is Speedboy14. In this episode, we're going to do the supercut of the Sand Kingdom and Super Mario Odyssey for the Nintendo Switch. If you guys can give me a favor and drop a like on this video, I'd really appreciate it big time. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to click that subscribe button and click on the bell right beside it to be notified every time my new videos come out. Exciting feature of the channel, you can request your favorite level or your favorite world in the game in the comments below. Last time, we finished the Sand Kingdom, and this episode we're doing the supercut. I'm putting all the Sand Kingdom videos together to make one big video of the Sand Kingdom. Woohoo! Alright, and let me know down in the comments below for a question of the video. I would love to know, do you like desert levels in video games? Yes or no? If yes, which one's your favorite and least favorite? May I love desert levels in video games like I already said before. Talk about last episode's question of the video when I was asking about your opinions on this game and stuff, and somebody said they love this game. I love the Sand Kingdom. It's one of my favorite kingdoms in this game. It's just super duper fun to play. If you go over here, you can get yourself a power moon if you collect this music note, and then if you collect all these musical notes here, you can get yourself a power moon. There we go. Taking notes, jump on the palm. So we're basically trying to turn this desert from cold to hot is the way it's gonna go with the Sand Kingdom. I think the Sand Kingdom's a very fun kingdom to play. One of my favorite kingdoms in this game. Because I just love desert levels in games. I think they're awesome. I think they're pretty cool. Alright. Let's get our checkpoint, shall we? Alright. We can grab this seed right here and throw it at one of the plants to plant that. There's an entrance right here if you want to get one of the moons. But if you duck down and roll through that. Employees only. If you have at least 100 coins or more, you can buy a power moon right here because they cost 100 coins. So let's go ahead and do that, shall we? Alright. Shopping in Toast Arena. You might notice the hat Mario has now is the captain's hat. I think it's a pretty cool hat, how he has the captain's hat right now. Which, in order to change your outfits, you can always go back to the Odyssey and do it. Which I can show you right now how you can change outfits. You just go inside the Odyssey, and here's where you can change your outfit to back to the regular if you want it. But we're keeping the captain's hat. Excuse me. So, this captain's hat looks awesome, so we definitely want to keep it. If you go inside here, there's a slot machine you can do to win some moons right here. You just need to spend 10 coins. You have to wait. Okay, the timing to do this is when they all turn hearts, that's when you throw your hat. And then that will give you your moon. Sand Kingdom slots. We're gonna have tons of fun collecting power moons in this playthrough. Alright. We're at a checkpoint now. I love how much exploration this game has. This game has so much exploration. I just love exploring in video games. I love exploring around hub areas and worlds and video games and stuff. I just think it's so much fun. I just love the exploration this game has. Here is one of the power moons. Just like that. Very simple. That's all you gotta do to get it. Not difficult at all. Make sure you're jumping a lot when you're walking through this sand, because it is like quicksand or something. But thankfully it's not like it was in Super Mario 64 and Super Mario Galaxy, to where if you touch the quicksand it's instant death. I would love to see a sequel to this game. That would be awesome. Okay. Let's grab our checkpoint, shall we? Because every time we see a checkpoint, we'll grab it. Okay, let's possess a bullet bill. Inside a block is a hard place. Okay, we don't even need a bullet bill to get this power moon right here. We can just do what we just did. On the leaning pillar. We can long jump and then do our cappy dive right here to get back. We can triple jump to get up there, or if you fail the triple jump, you can always just use that. Come on! I was wanting to catch that bird so I can get a power moon from that bird. But that bird's kind of tricky to get anyway. A lot of speedrunners will go for the bird moon. Alright. Let's go inside this hole, shall we? We're gonna have some kind of obstacle course to do right here. Are you kidding me? Oh. Like I said, I really like to speedrun Mario games, so... Be careful right here. The ice is slippery, so you have to be careful about that. Be careful about these crushing things right here. I don't know what these are called. Because if those blocks crush you, it is instant death. Kind of like the thwomps in Super Mario Galaxy, to where if you're at the wrong place at the wrong time, you're dead. So be careful. Be very careful about that. Alright. So we just need the wall jump right here. Wall jump, just like that. Perfect. There we go, we got that moon. Ice Cave Treasure. You can get some coins right here. The Treasure of Jaxie Ruins. Okay, let's grab this seed, shall we? And let's take the seed over there where we can get one of the moons. Like right here. Just in case you're wondering how to warp to checkpoints. Okay, let's grab this moon right here first. And there's definitely some moons we can collect right here. I know we can do some motion control rolling in order to get here, and there's a moon here we can grab. Top of a dune. I know that there's a speedrunning trick you can use to get up there to that moon. Here's how you can warp to checkpoints. Just press the minus button on your controller and then select the checkpoint you want to warp to, just like that. It's very simple. Keep in mind, Mario has to be grounded in order for it to warp to other checkpoints. Because if you jump up in the air and do it, it will not work. See? But if he's on the ground and you do it, it will work. He has to be grounded for that to work. Okay, here's what you gotta do here. You can just do that. Very easy. And let's grab our moon, shall we? There's nothing we can go to by going down there, okay. I know there's one of these areas that has, what it is, whatever it is, like a moon or something? Where is that at? Is it this area? All right. Let's continue from where we left off. We're just collecting some moons is all we was doing. And some moons we'll go back and collect later. Here's a 2D section right here. I think we can go here to get one of the moons. What? I was gonna try to go under there and get it like that. Sadly, you can't right there. Okay, let's try again. Because I know you have to duck. Once Mario's head's like that, then you can do that. Okay. Alright, here's this 2D section right here. You can skip this 2D section actually by doing what I'm about to do. Ground pound, jump, and then use the cappy dive. Just like that. This part's really simple. You can just ground pound this and make this moon appear. And then now we can just ground pound, we can just long jump over here and then get the moon. Just like that. Very simple. There's a distant moon we can get right there, but we're going to have to wait until it becomes closer and then possess it, and then at the same time as we're holding the X button, shake the controller. Excuse me. Just like that. Pretty simple. can go inside this 2D section like this and do the 2D section. Okay, that's the normal way to get through this section. There's purple coins right here. Alright. There we go. Also, if you want to check out my Mario Madness tournament I did a few months ago. If you want to check out my Mario Madness tournament I did a few months ago, you can click on the link to that in the description below. And you sure can check out my Mario Madness tournament. If you go here, you can get another Power Moon. Secret of the Moral. And let's go ahead and collect our moon. I'm going to go ahead and dive onto it like this. Moon shards in the sand. I want to talk about last episode's question in the video when I was asking how you'd rank your favorite 30 Mario games. And there were 2 people that participated in that. One person said that their favorite 30 Mario game was Super Mario Galaxy. And another person said that they really liked this game and all the 30 Mario games. So, I'm glad somebody participated. So you have to ride these platforms right here. Be careful right here. So you have to be careful right here pretty much. You can do a shortcut right here if you just do that. Moai Habitat. These Moais, you can possess them. And if you turn on the shades, the invisible platforms will appear. I'm not going to be using this because I pretty much know where to walk. We have to collect these 5 moon shards for a moon to appear. It's pretty simple here. It is not difficult by any means at all. I pretty much know where to walk in order to get this other moon. You could use the Moai things if you're not sure where to walk at. And that might help you out a bit. It's cool they see Bowser's footsteps. I like how Mario makes footsteps in the sand in this game when he walks in the sand. Kind of like what he does in the Galaxy games. You know how in the Galaxy games he makes footsteps in the sand? He also does in this game as well. And he might make footsteps in the sand in Super Mario 64 and Super Mario Sunshine. And he might make footsteps in the sand in Super Mario 3D Land 3D World. Give me them coins! Alright. Let's go ahead and dive into this moon. Showdown on the inverted pyramid. Alright, here we go. I love the way they have objectives in this game that you just, after you collect a certain moon, after you collect that certain moon, the objective completes. I think it's well done. You can go here in order to I know there's at least one power moon we can get right here. I see it. There are it is on a platform. Okay. There we go. The invisible maze. I know there's one extra moon in this area that I don't even know how to get. But I've never gotten every single moon in this game. I've gotten a lot of them, I've just never gotten every single one. Because that's a lot of work to do anyway. I love how much exploration this kingdom has. So let's ground pound here. Lost in the luggage. Any other moons around the area we can get that's easy to access? I know one. There's one way up. There's one way over here, and we can do some motion control rolling. Let's do the Sphinx moon, shall we? Greetings, traveler, and to your hat as well. Can you answer my riddle? What does the thieving monster desire from this land? It's a ring? And then we can go inside this area to get ourselves a moon. And we can get lots of coins too! Yay! I love collecting coins. It's awesome. Sphinx Treasure Vault. We can get another moon by talking to the Sphinx right here. I didn't know that one. I don't know how I got it right. I don't know the answer to that. It might take a couple tries, that's okay. What's the answer to this one? No, I keep getting it wrong. I don't know how. Ice! How did I get it right? There we go! Sand quiz, wonderful. There we go. Let's go back to one of the beginning areas so we can see if the seed moon is there. If it is, great. If not, no big deal. There's other moons we can get. They're both here! That's amazing! Alright. Let's warp back to what we're close enough to where we need to be. Which is right here. Alright, let's go back to doing what we need to do. I still I'll collect some extra moons. It's just nice to collect extra moons from time to time. Alright, inside the pyramid we go. Okay, what's this way? I don't know. Is it a good way to collect coins? Alright. We get to do the 8-bit 2D sections again. That's gonna be fun. I love these 8-bit 2D sections. They're so cool. There's a lot of cool things in this game. Excuse me. Alright. Are you kidding me? Secret of the Inverted Merle. Alright, let's go inside this pipe to get to the next section. Which is right here. And we need the bullet bill to bust open these. And we need to use it in order to go here. There we go! And we'll have a boss fight against one of the Brutals. But there's a moon we can get right here. On the statue's tail. So in order to get that, you'd have to throw Cappy on this and then hold the X button while Cappy's still on it. Time to fight against Harriet, the second one of the Brutals. Alright, basically what you gotta do in this boss is, she throws those bombs at you, so you just need to dodge the bombs. And then when she throws her final bomb, which is the big one, that's the one you need to attack for it to attack her. It's pretty simple. And then you just jump, and then after it attacks her, you just have to jump on her. And then she's gonna do this phase. Watch out for the bombs right here. That's one thing you have to be careful about. You can also do an advanced strategy like this, like attack the bomb that she throws at you for it to attack her, for the phase to go by faster. Just like that. And you can also skip this phase where she's shooting out the bombs like that by attacking the bomb from underneath her. But that's a little tricky to do. But not too hard if you know how to do it. Come on! I deserve that multi-moon. Let's get some momentum and let's dive into it. I was too high on my jump. The hole in the desert. The sun went down and it got a lot colder at this desert. If I had to pick my least favorite Mario power-up, I'd have to go with the mini mushroom, because the mini mushroom is the absolute worst power-up that you could ever use, because it's definitely more of a hassle than a benefit. It's like a power down. What makes the mini mushroom a power down is that it makes you mini, and if you get hit once, you die. And in that case, the mini mushroom is so annoying to use. I never liked using the mini mushroom whenever I did have to use it in the new Super Mario Bros. Games. Another power-up I'm not too fond of, I'm kind of not too fond of the Spring Mario suit either. Because that's definitely one of the worst suits I've ever used in a Mario game. Because it's more of a hassle than like a benefit to Mario's repertoire or Mario's gameplay or whatever. Because the spring suit's so annoying to control. That's how difficult it is to use. Now we're going to go down this hole and continue from where we left off in the Sand Kingdom. Power-ups I do like, I didn't even talk about that in last episode. So the power-ups I do like, if I had to pick my favorite Mario power-up, that had to be the Cloud Mario suit from Super Mario Galaxy 2. Because that power-up is amazing, because you can create your own platforms with that power-up. We got to possess a Goomba, and at least these feet don't slip on ice. And we need to make a tall Goomba tower to get one of the moves right here. Just with a motion control jump. Goomba Tower Assembly. So you have to be careful here, the ice is slippery. Another power-up I really like, speaking of this being an ice section with it, since there's an ice section underground in the Snow Kingdom, speaking of snow and ice levels, I love, what's that power-up called that prevents you from slipping and sliding on ice? Oh, the penguin suit. I love the penguin suit. I love how the penguin suit prevents you from slipping and sliding on the ice. Because it's just a nice power-up to have, because it prevents you from slipping and sliding. Since penguins have webbed feet. There we go. If you go up here, you can get yourself a power moon out of this treasure chest right here. Another power-up I really like, I also really like the gold flower from New Super Mario Bros. 2. That's an amazing power-up. Excuse me. Excuse me. Back to power-ups I'm not as crazy about. I'm kind of not too fond of the boomerang suit either. I've already said I'm not too fond of the mini mushroom, and I've already said I'm not too fond of the spring Mario suit. And I'm kind of not too fond of the boomerang suit either. Alright, we have a boss coming up, which will be the boss of the Sand Kingdom. Here we go. Alright, basically what you gotta do in this boss is you have to have this guy punch the ice to hurt his hand, so he can possess it and use his hand as a fist to punch his face. Because you have to possess his hand. This boss reminds me of bosses in other video games that have a big head and two big hands. The bosses that this reminds me of are Tiki Tong from Donkey Kong Country Returns. It also reminds me of the final boss in Super Mario Bros. Wonder. It also reminds me of Boulder Guys from Super Mario Galaxy. The strategy's really simple here. That's all you gotta do. You just have to repeat this 3 times and he's out. Watch out for his fist, that punch right here. Phase 3 is the phase you have to be careful about. Because that's where he's going to do his thingamajig, whatever it's called, where he's going to clap his hands and you need to dodge that. It's not too hard to dodge. Watch out for the icicles falling down. Just keep moving is the main way to avoid them. Make sure you have his hand punch the icicle and then possess the hand. And then use the hand to punch him in the face. And he's out. And here is our multi-moon of the Sand Kingdom. Let's dive into it. Alright, we restored Sand Kingdom back to normal. Oh, I timed that just right! So I can get the bird moon! I was gonna try to see if I could do it. Let's see if I can go up and get the bird moon. Here's the bird moon. It's right here. Bird traveling in the desert. Let's collect these purple coins here, shall we? Right. Excuse me. All right. Let's go over here and do some... We'll try to find some more moons if we can. Here we go. Let's do this area, shall we? Okay, so we're going to have to possess a bullet bill and go through here. This area is pretty easy. Okay, so we're going to have to... There's just purple coins here. Alright. Let's possess this bullet bill and go this way now. Alright. The bullet bill maze side path. Or we can possess this bullet bill and go back here. We can possess this one and then just go through here. Okay. There we go. And let's grab this moon right here. And it gets us on top of this building. And we can get an extra moon here if we throw a scarecrow on this to do a timer challenge. And we have to roll underneath this. I don't know if I should use motion control rolling or not. Or we can at least use regular rolling. And we can get our moon. Same Kingdom timer challenge 1. We can go this way. And go back to where the brutal boss was. And there's an extra moon here we can get. I know, in fact, I know there is. It's this right here. We can throw Cappy on this. Ground pound here. Now get our moon. That's about all the moons we're going to get in the same kingdom for now. So let's go to the Odyssey and spin these moons. I collected about 39, I think. I collected a lot of moons. Because I wanted to. Because it's fun to find moons. We have 46 moons now. The Odyssey has powered up. And here it gives you a fork in the road, like an option about what kingdom you want to do next. After you did the same kingdom, and the next kingdom we'll do will be, you can either do the Lake Kingdom or you can do the Wooded Kingdom. And we're going to do the Lake Kingdom next. So the Lake Kingdom will be the one we'll do after the Sand Kingdom. Because why not? Off to Lake Kingdom we go. We collected a lot of moons in the same kingdom. And I think it was worth it too, because it's fun to find moons in this game. I love looking for power moons in this game. It's so much fun. It's like treasure hunting. Speaking of treasure hunting, I love the Green Star Hunt from Super Mario Galaxy 2. Brutal's over the lake. That will be the next kingdom we'll do, will be the Lake Kingdom. Alright guys, that was it. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed, don't forget to drop a like. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to click that subscribe button. And click on the bell right beside it to be notified every time my new videos come out. Next time, we'll do the Lake Kingdom, which might be a 1 episode thing because it's so short. And have a wonderful day. Peace, Republic of Speed Boy.